High in the misty mountains, where the clouds touched the earth, there stood a serene temple surrounded by ancient pine trees. At the heart of the temple was a massive bronze bell suspended in a wooden frame, its surface adorned with intricate carvings of lotus flowers and swirling clouds. This bell was known as the Silent Bell, and it was said to possess the power to bestow enlightenment upon those who rang it. Yet, despite its alluring promise, no one had ever heard its chime. Over the years, countless seekers came to the temple, each hoping to unlock the bell's mystery. Some struck it gently, others with force. Some recited prayers, and others meditated for hours before attempting to ring it. But no matter their approach, the bell remained silent, its voice as elusive as the wind. One day, a wandering monk named Kaido arrived at the temple. Clad in a simple robe and carrying only a staff and a small satchel, Kaito had spent years traveling the land, seeking wisdom. The head monk greeted him warmly and explained the legend of the silent bell. Many have tried and failed, the head monk said. Perhaps you will be the one to awaken its voice. Kaito nodded, but said nothing. He bowed to the bell and then, to the surprise of the temple monks, sat down cross-legged in front of it. Days passed, and Kaito neither moved nor attempted to strike the bell. He simply sat in silence, his gaze soft and unfocused, as though he were listening to something only he could hear. Curious, the monks observed him from a distance. On the fifth day, one of them approached and asked, "Master Kaito, will you not try to ring the bell?" Kaito smiled gently. "I am already ringing it," he replied. The monk was puzzled, but said no more. Another week passed, and Kaito continued his silent vigil. During this time, something remarkable began to happen. The other monks, who had spent years bustling about their daily duties, started to slow down. They found themselves drawn to Kaito's stillness, and gradually, the temple's atmosphere grew quieter, more contemplative. The sound of footsteps softened, the clang of tools faded, and even the birds seemed to chirp less frequently. By the end of the second week, the entire temple had become a haven of profound silence. It was then that the head monk approached Kaito once more. "What have you discovered, master?" he asked. Kaito opened his eyes and looked at the bell. The bell does not ring because its purpose is not to be struck. Its silence is its song, a reminder that enlightenment is not found in noise or action, but in stillness and presence. By seeking to hear its chime, one misses the truth it already offers. The head monk bowed deeply, understanding at last. The silent bell had taught its greatest lesson, not by ringing, but by transforming those who sought its sound. From that day forward, the temple became known not for its legendary bell, but for the profound serenity that enveloped it, a peace so deep that visitors claimed they could hear the silence itself. And so, the silent bell remained voiceless, yet it spoke to all who came, its silence echoing across the mountains, timeless and eternal.